Hello guys, and welcome to another epi of Higurashi. We're on 17, Responsibility, second episode of the Mayatashi arc. We just got into it, so, damn, I didn't really think of this intro, huh? A little jumbled. So we're gonna be probably finishing off the fourth year. Like we got started. Shion got introduced to Satoshi, instantly in love, and we kind of ended off post throwing shit at Satoto, and then Satoshi not bullying, retaliating for Satoto. Basically, Shion's in a rough state. I mean, everyone's kind of in a rough state. I mean, Satoshi and Satoto are definitely in a rougher state, but yeah, Shion's mental is also declining, and yeah, I mean, I think this episode's gonna be pretty good from the scenes I remember in the fourth year. If I'm right about where this will end. Yeah, let's just do this, dude. So yeah, timer-based reaction. Bring your episode. Where's it at? Basically, you can watch the full episode together with me. Count down from 3 and on go. Start the video. There will be a timer on the bottom. So if you don't want to watch the full episode with me, then check your episode, find the scene you want to see me react to, and you can sync it up that way. Whatever floats your boat. But yeah, let's actually start now. Counting down now. Get your trigger finger ready. 3, 2, 1, go! This is probably Satoshi's phone call. Joke, I'm wrong. Oh wait, it is. Right, I forgot. Forgot Mion redirected it. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. We're drinking some orange bubbly tonight. It's alright. I mean, out of all the citrus flavors, lemon, lime, even grapefruit, it's probably better than orange, but it's still good. Citrus is always a good combination with any fizzy drink. Also, 2 banter points. 1, well, I don't even know if it's 2. Remember, like, the whole I forgot when Canada Day thing was? I recently found out that I'm actually just an idiot, and Canada Day is next month, not last Monday, I guess, is when I said it was. So, actually, no excuses. I'm just stupid. Unlucky, I guess. Yeah. You can deport me, Canada. I'm sorry. But yeah. Also, apparently it's Pride Month, so happy Pride Month for those who celebrate it. I actually didn't know, which is, I mean, what can you expect if I don't even know Canada Day? But there's a lot of flags around when I went out today, so yeah, have fun. But anyways, we're getting back into the action. Banter over. Thanks for listening. Dial in. It's nice that I forgot how much of this is part of. I think. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So I said in the last episode they didn't show Shion and Satoshi kind of making up, which they kind of do, and I think they're combining some of that into this scene. Though some of it might just be from the scene originally. It's still cool though. I think some of that though was from that scene they cut. Obviously, this is like the phone call they're talking about in Watanagashi. Um, and then just a weird point of the anime is when they were showing that phone call in Watanagashi. Shion was dressed up as Mion for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, obviously it was Shion. Don't think she was dressed up in the visual novel. Not like they showed it, but you know. Run. Watanadashi time. AKA fun time. The Satoshi doesn't look like he's having fun. Dude, Dead-Eyed Satoshi is spooky, dude. Satoto did go. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I was thinking of Totoro Doroshi. I mean, they definitely did show this in the visual novel, now that I remember it. Rika, you're creepy. Oh, hey, first time you saw the ant, I was like, who the heck is that? That was cool. Actually showing Satoshi Killer. It was like, they didn't actually show it in the visual novel, which low-key made me doubt Satoshi did it. Also Makino, hello, dude. He's the guy that went on the tour with Akasaka, if I remember right. Or the person who met him at the temple afterwards. But yeah, I guess we can talk more about the death later. Shion being super smart easily puts it together. Oh, looking worse, progressively worse as we see him. Those are like super dead fish eyes. They look worse than before. Maybe it's just like the tired lines. It's the legendary bear, by the way. The one that's 100,000 yen. Which which in the visual novel reading I accidentally said was translated to 10,000 Canadian, but it's more on the 1,000 Canadian. Maybe a little less now that the Canadian dollar is booming temporarily. But yeah. Pat. Wishy. This was like a nice little jump scare. Though they obviously didn't do it in this in the visual novel. It's a great cock block. But I guess it kind of showed it in this. He's breaking down. Dun dun dun. Man. That was a nice look. Different vibe too, without all the build up from Xian kind of hyping herself up because, you know, her revealing this information is super bad because she's still hiding from the rest of her family, so yeah, she's kind of sacrificing herself a bit to protect Satoshi. As you would expect, to be honest. My dude's dead. Yo, he's back. So it's a nice it was a nice scene too because oh, squat up. It's like the first time really Oishi kinda got like slapped back, you know? No one really put up a good fight against him besides that Shion moment. So though you would have expected Oishi to know about Shion being so deep into the Sonozakis. Or maybe he knew, you just didn't expect her to be there. Also, brace yourself. Nail time soon. Remember a couple puns about this in the comments. Some classic bangers. This is so dope, this setting. The underground place. It's actually so sick. Ah, Kimiyoshi's there. That's actually not what happened in the visual novel. He wasn't actually oh shit. A stuffed Oreo, dude. I'll never get used to it. But yeah, Kamiyoshi wasn't actually here, I think. It was just Sonozaki members. She actually looks like a freaking witch, dude. She looked so much cleaner in the visual novel. Shion, you have a freaking gun on your shirt. Use it. She's spitting. Literally. Uh-oh. Music starting. Also look at Mion's eyes. They look so sharp. You're just unlucky, Shion. Yoshiro, that's the uncle's name. Never did remember it from last epi. You're kind of going off. Probably in the wrong situation. Ooh. Oh, it's time. Kind of feel shivers. I like sharp-eyed Mion. It's a good look. That's a gnarly device. I hate fingernail stuff. Oh, show it, please. Oh, the sound though. Oh, that is. That is gross. Oh, that is gross. Oh, I hate finger stuff so much. It's just so streamish. Even just bending your nail really hurts. Just let the pros do it. It's probably just better. That was pretty good. I'm satisfied. Oh, okay. They're gonna end it with that. Oh, what was that noise? Was too. Oh, it's because I forgot. Dude, I had like special subtitles for this episode, but I forgot to switch it, I think. Or maybe I did. Or it's default. Also, I just thought of that now because it's a forge. So forgot. Why does he look so stuffed in the mirror? He looks so bud-eyed. Also, they just skipped the choking Mion scene, huh? I thought they were gonna end when, as like a cliffhanger when Shion was choking Mion, but is not. Actually, wait, that doesn't happen yet. Never mind. I'm dumb. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. Also, it looks like we're not finishing the fourth year. It'll be like maybe a half in the next epi. Probably a 5 episode arc, maybe. If we're doing that. Jesus. Or maybe we can finish it. And they'll just skip that choking stuff. Let's drug at it. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I think they are just done with the fourth year. Okay, that's a good epi. I liked it. I enjoyed it more than the first, but yeah, we'll definitely go into it a bit more after a mini bop. But yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 5 epi arc. Uh no, cause it okay, yeah, my prediction okay. Maybe 4, I don't know. Bam 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 bam. I wonder why they skipped the choking scene. I mean, obviously just for time, but it's kind of a semi-important scene because it highlights that despite having this troubling encounter, Mian and Shin are still have a friendly relationship. You know, to the point where Mian also ripped off her own fingernails just because she felt bad. I actually like this poem a bit. Demon's Blood. Okay, never mind. That's literally Shion choking me on in the preview, so obviously I'm dumb. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Well, we're doing a little analysis if you want to stick around. If not, see you next week, I guess, or whatever. So part A, start the conversation. Mian's in a phone booth. I think it actually did start like that, yeah, because Mian does redirect the call, and I do think she mentioned she's in a phone booth. So, though, how do you redirect the call? Maybe she just gave Satoshi's phone number. I was gonna say, how do you redirect the call from a freaking phone booth, dude? But yeah, that's dumb. Anyways, the phone call scene. It's a pretty good scene. I thought it was fine. I do. I could be wrong, but I think they did mix a little bit of the, like I said in the episode, that because I talked about last episode how they kind of just cut the part after the whole Satoshi and Shion fighting because Shion was throwing shit at Satoko. They did like cut the part where they kind of made up, like Rena kind of mediated a discussion. But I think they added some of that into here before getting into the bulk of the conversation, which is nice. It was a good conversation, kind of wholesome, kind of Satoshi seeing how unhinged he is. Plus, obviously, it's to show the conversation in Watanadashi, just in case you did not find out or didn't. I didn't think. I was still kind of unsure if Mion did all that shit in Watanadashi, but obviously this is like confirmation if you pick up on that. Festival stuff. Satoko's there, but she's sad. Rita's being creepy, saying that it's already decided. Look up or cheer up. Again, more of the Himitsubushi stuff to help the viewers find out what the heck's happening. And this is an interesting adaptation. So now in the next scene, they actually show Satoshi murdering the ant. I did mention in the reaction that they don't show it. They actually kind of keep it a mystery. And me being, well, maybe not in the anime, or maybe Kanto in the anime, but I was always like questioning everything. I'm like, well, did Satoshi really kill the ant? I mean, a lot of things point to it, but also it's a little weird. For some reason, I thought maybe Oishi also had something to do with it, but obviously not. But yeah, they showed it. We finally got to see the ant. We know who Tepe is. The ant, I mean, nothing against her. She looks like a fine person, even though she's not. Smoking. I was trying to say, I remember being a bit confused about the scene, describing the crime scene, about the cabinet and stuff, but yeah, basically, like for some reason I thought maybe even, actually no, I'm not gonna say that because I didn't think that. But yeah, so Satoshi lured out the ant with the cabinet and then beat her to death there. Definitely not as elaborate as a plan as Keiichi's, but Keiichi also wasn't terminal during that time. I think maybe he was. At least he was a bit smart about it. But yeah, that was a cool scene. Pretty gory. Showing the aftermath with Kimiyoshi Makano and Oishi. Not showing Irie there, huh? It's fine. I mean, you don't need to, but I always thought that was a cool scene because Irie, like, because it shows Irie clearly knows who that is, but he's like lying. Is like, oh, I have no idea who this is, and because Irie obviously has a pretty good idea that Satoshi did it, which may or may not be explored in Matsuri Bayashi. It is explored in the visual novel, anyways. But yeah, Shion finds out the Anstead. Obviously, she knows, so she just got that really ominous tall teddy bear scene. Tired, dead-eyed Satoshi looks really, really sad. It's just like just putting the tired beads under his eyes really adds on to the sad look, huh? Head pat, Oishi stuff. I really like the visual novel version of this scene, just because you have the wholesome stuff with Shion, and just like I'm pretty sure like mid sentence Oishi just pops and he's like, "Hello there," like that. It was like a not a jump scare, and a jump Oishi, as you may call it. Talk fucking and like just a surprise, and at the moment you're just like, maybe you are in the anime too. You're just like, oh fuck, dude. It's such bad timing, and Satoshi's literally about the set he's about to break. But then you have this whole Shion confronts Oishi scene, and like I mentioned in the reaction, I really like this scene because it's really the first time that I feel like Oishi is really someone kind of pushed back on him. Like obviously in Himitsubushi you did get choked out for a bit, but like like even in Anotatashi and Watsudashi when he was more friendly, he had this, or he has this intimidating aura, and it doesn't really feel like anyone really ever pushes back on him. But this is like the first time when he was sort of stumped, so I did put some respect on Shion because of that. It does lose a little bit of its flair because it doesn't have Shion's thoughts, and like I explained in the reaction, just in case you don't put the two and two together, this is like a super big sacrifice because she's still hiding from the family, right? So it's basically saying, yeah, once she reveals this to Oishi, she's kind of just screwed. But temporary safety for Satoshi. But yeah, that happens. Kind of just skip through the interviews, which is fine, I guess. Picked up for the infamous nail scene. Is it bad to say I don't think I'll ever, like, if I have to criticize one appearance, it has to be Ori, dude. And I don't even know if it's a bad thing. Like, it might actually be more fitting for a character, but the Ori, like, I'm just saying, look at the Ori in the visual novel. She looks so clean, full set of teeth. This one actually looks like a witch. It kind of works up with the old head that Shion always calls her, but it's so weird, dude. But yeah, we got into the torture scene. Just a fun fact, like I said in the reaction, it shows Kimiyoshi here in the anime. He was not there in the visual novel because they actually kind of touch up on that thing during Shion's conversation with Kimiyoshi later in the visual novel where, he knows about it, but he wasn't there. I kind of wish they showed more people too, like a big crowd of Sonozakis only. But yeah, whatever. Just interesting facts. You get the whole standoff from Shion and Oryu. I think that's pretty well adapted, to be honest. I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah, obviously, like Shion's maybe grandstanding is not the word, but she's going off, and then later when they're actually punishing her, she's like, "Oh, have I done something so bad?" It's just, Shion's smart, but it's just not tactful. But yeah, you do that. Shion starts bedding, crying scene. Actually, pretty good, like 5 seconds. Crying Shion is, yeah, it's really visual too, like stuff out of her nose, I think. Anyways, good crying. Like I did compliment Mion's look in this. I mean, not just the clothes. I really like the sharp-eyed Mion. It's a different vibe. Then we get the nail pulling, and it is disgusting. It is gross. It is just a great scene, and it's not even like the most violent, I think. Actually, I mean it is. It is, but I don't know how bad, like the whipping stuff, which you know what I'm talking about, was also pretty bad for me. But yeah, like I said, I hate fingernail stuff because I don't really get too many injuries. Like I've never had broken bones or whatever, but I do like manage to mess up my fingers sometimes. I just hate like when you're, because I do, obviously you cut your nails, but I don't do them too frequently, just because I don't really care. And just when you bend them, it's just the worst feeling. So watching this is, yeah, it's a great scene in the visual novel too. Um, it really adds a lot. Like visually, this is great. Wish you didn't combine the two, to be honest. But yeah, hearing Shion's thoughts through this was, it's just brutal. But I do like how before she does the first fingernail, she has like the flashback to, the people she's trying to save doing this. So that was cool too. And then it's just pain, and it is pretty graphic. They actually show the fingernail stuff. Like the half off one was just gross. But yeah, Mian kind of comforts her. I don't know. It's always like, it's actually interesting. I think her tone of voice is like different in the anime. It actually sounds like she's semi-concerned. In the visual novel, I think she was just so flat about it. Like her and Oryu were having a discussion about it, and it was just, it was a nice, like, from how flat they sounded, emotionless. Nice contrast to Shion freaking out. But yeah, line delivery from Shion's great. She didn't. I mean, yes, because the scene's so great, I did notice cutting out some of the, more pathetic, just sobbing stuff. Like they cut out the part where she was asking her mom to make them stop, which yeah, also hits home. But yeah, that happened. It's such, dude. I have to use that as my thumbnail. No, I can't. You gotta use fingernail stuff, but that is such a cursed Oishi. If you have your copy of the episode, go to 1946. Oishi's reflection in the freaking car mirror it's so cursed. What the heck is that? It's actually scaring me. But yeah, then you get the whole revelation that Satoshi disappeared. It's a little short. In the visual novel, it clearly shows that Oishi's also kind of baiting her. Not baiting her, but kind of driving her to, obviously he wants to use her to get more dirt on the Sonozakis. But yeah, Shion's freaking out for a good reason. She literally just went through hell. And kind of end off looking through the window. And I did comment in the reaction that they kind of skipped the Mion choking scene, but literally in the preview, I'm pretty sure they're showing Shion choking Mion. So obviously that's that's not a skip, which is it's a good scene. It's a, like I mentioned, it's a scene that even though Shion just went through pretty bad torture, they still have like a semi good relationship. Because Mian also did the same thing just because she felt bad. Good stuff. But yeah, this is a good episode. I'm very satisfied with the fingernail thing. Very graphic. And sometimes they show the graphic stuff, sometimes they don't. So I was wondering if they were gonna do it, and they did, and I'm happy. But yeah, I'm mainly happy with most of these stuff. I think just from the preview, next episode we'll get a little bit of the fourth year, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna transition to the fifth year. Maybe this halfway point, because I was thinking there's not much left of the fourth year, besides the choking Mion scene, but there's also I'm pretty sure Shion meets Takano too, and they have a talk in the library. I don't know if that's 5th year or 4th year. I'm pretty sure it's 4th year, so yeah, maybe we'll get that. And then we'll finally hit 5th year, get back to Keiichi a bit. And that should be fun. But yeah, fun time tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. With 17. Wait, no, this is 17. With 18. What was it called? What? Demon's Blood. Demon's Blood. But yeah, until then, see ya.